Dear students, welcome in class of plant propagation nursery management for fruit crops. Today we will discuss about the layout of a nursery. First of all, what is nursery? As you all are aware, as nursery is the place where young plants are raised and taken care of until they reach the right size for outplanting. So it is the place where nursery are going to be raised and proper care and management practices being carried out so that the plantlets will be ready for transplantation at the new. What are the objectives? We all are aware that it is used to raise healthy and disease-free stocks. As in the confined area, it is easy to manage. It is used to distribute planting material in the masses who have little knowledge about the techniques of raising plants. So it is a kind of support for those who can't be able to grow nursery for themselves. Another is obviously it is the place where we can introduce the new and exotic species. So it is used to introduce exotic species. So it is used for planting of nurseries grown in the surest method of artificial regeneration of poor and barren sites. So the poor and barren sites which are not in use can also be utilized for the nursery development. So it is used to occupy or utilize the lands which are actually not grown well. And major thing that we should take care of the major components of nursery which are very important while drafting the layouts because it should be compact as much as possible, and so that minimum area will be needed for the proper development of nursery plants. It will be, if it is a compact area, obviously it will be better to change the microclimate and manage it properly. So our most important thing is that we should take care of the location. So it should be best location as much as possible with square or a rectangular shape also. So there are many that needs to be taken care while we are planning for the nursery. So the first one is road and pathways. So obviously the road and pathways are important components, and its adequacy is important for the movement of materials from one corner to another corner. So up to the administrative site you can go for the paved uh, roadways, and it can be the permanent and stable roadways. Even outside the nursery areas there must be permanent and stable roadways. So in between the connecting beds and you can say the connecting areas, we can go for the a little narrower roads of that should be of 50 feet wide, and it should be wider enough to run the equipments and tractor or power driven in devices from one corner to another corner. Along with the road and paths, there must be sufficient facility drainage. So there should be proper irrigation and drainage channels along the roads that will be sufficient for providing water throughout the areas, as well as it will be used for removal of excess of water from the different corners. The design and installation of irrigation system should be proper, and it should be in such a way that it can be easily managed by everyone and handled by the nursery staffs. So if possible, then we can hire the irrigation specialist, but generally in the small scale nursery it is not possible. So the irrigation facility should be properly managed, and it can be drip irrigation, sprinkler irrigation, or you can say the open uh, channel irrigation. As per the need of the areas, it can be done, and it will be better if all these kinds of irrigation systems are available up to a small area at then it will be better for the nursery. The another important component is the mother block, which is one of the very important component that is provides the you can say sign and buds. So once a superior type of material has been identified, it should be multiplied and maintained under the condition that prevent recontamination and allow detection of any significant changes from the original source. So there should be a separate location where you can go for the plantation and you can observe the plants in the mother block. The planting stock that maintained as a source of commercial propagation is referred as the mother block. So this planting stock is a very key component of the nursery and needs to be taken care properly. So the mother stock should be preserved and should be made pathogen free, and it is needed uh, it needs to be protected properly. If needed, the screening house can be developed for this. So the proper isolation, sanitation, periodical inspection, testing and maintenance are very important for managing the mother block, and it should be as much as possible in the close proximity to the nursery site, and it is better to take the scion shoots only from the bearing plants, and we should have to keep record of the plants in the mother block, and only certified sources should be taken for bringing the mother plants in the mother block. The another area is nursery bed, and we know that it is very important component because in this region plants in very early phase, and the plantlets needs to be taken care properly. So it should be nearer to the source of water supply as well as to the office, so that it can be kept under proper vigilance. And the beds for the nursery should be raised, and it should be raised enough to avoid the water stagnation due to rain and excess watering, and it should be located in an open situation for better germination to avoid infestation of damping of disease. So this thing should be taken care, and growing structures are another important areas because we know that these are the structure which are related to poly house, which may be shed net house, which may be naturally ventilated poly houses. So we have already discussed this component separately in the poly and under the propagating structures. So these are important to bring effective propagation during unfavorable condition. So another area is store, because this store is a very important component where you can keep the belongings or equipments and important instruments which are needed for the proper management and of the nursery. You can keep insecticide, pesticides. These all things needs to be properly taken care. Along with that, we should have a compost pit, which is used for developing the compost. You can you need to have a significant amount of organic manures like FIM, compost, leaf molds. So therefore, it is necessary to develop compost at the site of nursery itself, otherwise you have to dependent on other sources for purchase of this compost. So compost pits can be developed at the corners to provide where you can put your the plant wastes, and you can add FYM so that decomposition can proceed. In addition to that, display side comes cell counter is very important because it is the important component of marketing strategies, where you can give the information regarding your planting materials, and you can ensure your better sales. In along with that, pot yards are needed, packaging yards are needed, where you can do potting, refilling, and uh, planting of seedlings in the pots and other areas. In addition to that, one important component is fencing. So it should be fenced properly so that the potential damage due to the cattle and any other external sources should not happen. And it is very important. And windbreaks are another important components, as this is essential to reduce the erosion and drying effect of strong winds. They should be located on the windward side of the fields and parallel to the seed beds. It can either consist of a single line of trees with a spacing of 1.5 to 2 meter, or two lines with a spacing of 4 to 5 meter within the line, and 2 to 4 meter between the lines. So you can go for the single line planting or double line planting. So why it is important? Because it reduces the wind and increases the retention of moisture. It protect the houses or crops against the strong wind. So and further, the leaves shed by trees can be used as organic matter for decomposition and for making compost. So it is very important. Further, it prevents the erosion as well as it provides proper shades. So common windbreaks can be utilized, like nitrogen fixing by leguminous trees like Mexican lilac, and some for the creating strong and impenetrable fences like jatropha trees. Some are to provide oil that can be used for biofuel and turned into soap, again like jatropha trees. So fruit trees can also be utilized as they provide foods. Medicinal tea trees like neem, which can provide sustainable firewood also. So these are the important windbreaks that can be utilized for better uh, protection and management of the nursery nursery. This is a general diagram of a layout of nursery, which clearly indicates that what are the essential areas or components that needs to be taken care while we are going for you can say we are going for development of a nursery. Has been located near the main road, that is indicated by 1, is connected through the gate 2, and inside that nursery there is a road which is number 3 as a nursery road, and the 4 numbers, like on both side you are having path, so that can be utilized as path. So at one corner you can see that the office, there is one office which is near to the gate, because from here you can see the every activity is nearby, that is occurring nearby. And closer to that, the labor sheds are available, storerooms are available as a 7 number, vehicle sheds are also available closer to that. So this is the area which is away from the, you can say, propagation activities, but it is very key component as it is utilized for some important purpose. So in addition to that, you can see that there is some area which is for the potted plants, and you can see the saplings are here, so seedlings are being here developed. So you can see that here it is the initial phase when the plants are being kept. So and you can see that propagation unit is here, and then adjacent to that shed net house is there, so you can easily protect your plantlets here. The poly house is also here, so this is all the area of propagating structures, so it is easy to go for the propagation activities nearby this. And you can see that there are some areas which have been kept as the mother blocks, so it is very important component. So it is from isolated areas, you can see. Then water source, there should be water pipelines, there must be, so that you can be able to provide proper irrigation. So you can have a water pipelines in the different directions at the different point, you can see here. So this is water. And then soil, you need a large amount of soil, so you have a soil dumping sites and compost areas, as well as some of the mother plants you can grow here. So fencing is another important, as we have discussed that fencing. So this is important area which you have to develop to protect the whole area. So one plant library is also there, so you have information about display site, you can say information about the plants. And obviously the power supply that needs to be carried out regularly, so generator is on that the corner. So you can see that a general ideal, you can say, nursery should have what kind of components. Some additional illustrations, like this is compost pit irrigation management system, so you can see that how they have been properly stretched out. Some trees plantation around the crop fields that can be done as a wind break or protection break. So wind break is also here, which is going to be planted at the right angle to the prevailing wind, so that is very important and needs to be taken care. So this is all. Thank you.